There have been so many things. You know, we've been here 4 times since this started on February 24th, and we were here on the 24th when it all started. The initial, what struck us was certainly the fear, people fleeing, the unknowing. The unknown was a big one on the very first day of this advance. Nobody knew what the scope would be. There was a tremendous amount of fear, and so people were running. They were on the move, and no one knew just how vast this was or what it would cover. Would all of the networks be knocked out? Would it involve nuclear? Would the military, the Russian military, just sweep across Ukraine and wipe it out, including here, Kyiv? That didn't happen. What has struck me now, let's say 10 months later, coming back and back and back and seeing as this has continued for 10 months, now what I'm seeing is, Ukrainians are very vigilant and they're tough and they speak in tough terms and we will continue to fight. I'm seeing the networks here in specific areas, networks are completely devastated and downed, and the worst sort of devastation that I've ever seen in years of covering conflict. At the same time, also, there's a sense now of that tough talk is also combined with people are very, the morale is low, I would have to say. Now, holiday time, with electricity here, power, internet, being knocked out and those grids being targeted, the morale, the levels have dropped in terms of how people are feeling. And certainly now, New Year's, the people I'm talking to, they say they just want to be home with their families. They really don't want to go out and celebrate. Militarily, it's been quite a surprise in terms of how Ukraine has withstood, with the tremendous international support, Russian advances. And now it's the big question mark heading into 2023. What will happen? Will that continued support, will the support continue militarily, financially from the world? How long can Ukraine endure? And so a lot of questions, not a lot of answers right now. And again, people are feeling it. They're certainly feeling it at this stage.
Indeed.
They always have been, but now specifically.
Right, indeed. Having a life with a big question mark with no answers is really tough. And it's been a year of unimaginable hardship for the people there in Kyiv and elsewhere in the country. What are some of their hopes for the new year then?
Well, certainly that this war, this conflict will end. That's the number one hope. People have lost loved ones. They've lost their homes, their livelihoods, everything. So that's the number one hope, that there will be an end to this. People here in the immediate future, they want, those who don't have homes want homes. Those who don't have water want water, electricity, power, heat, some of the very very basic needs. And it runs the gamut of what people are wishing for, because we've talked to people in the most devastated areas and people that are not in the most devastated areas, but across the board, the number one hope is that there will be an end to this conflict.